Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new weekly review. So let's start. I only took one trade last week because it was a very quiet week, and also a week you need to pay a lot of attention to a lot of trades, which became invalid or was impulsive or there was something on it. So let's dive into the first trade I took, EURGBP, the only trade. So what we saw was we had a -1 0.08% loss on this trade. So this was a daily bullish M big pattern and a 4-hour bullish M on our previous lower high. So what I saw here, it was not the best trade to take. I said the daily fourth leg was impulsiver than the third leg, so this was a huge lesson on your GBP. So let's go on the weekly, and I will also open the daily and the 4-hour. So we are on a daily. What can we see on the daily? We can see we have our first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. We have a big bullish M. You can see it's really big. So what can we see? We can see we're at this daily lows. So we could take here the trade because we are at our daily zone of interest. We were also at a weekly buying zone. So what we can see, this third leg was less impulsive than this one. I guess this was around, I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So this came way impulsiver than this third leg. So that's why this was also lost because this leg was more in power. The bears were in power. This was not a really clear correction. So this was a mistake I made there. So if I go to the weekly, what can we see on the weekly? Followed by the weekly, it was clear. We had a 3 out of 4. The trend is bullish. We broke this previous lower high, weekly high here. So we broke it here. So we are bullish and we are making here this bullish M here. We, we had the tap of that weekly lows here. So we had our trend candle close was against us here. This candle close was against us. This was a really bearish candle. Then the FIP, I took this from this low to this high, so it was between the FIP levels and the supply and demand zone here. This supply and demand zone holding at support, resistance, support, potential support, which didn't do that because the daily was really impulsive. So this was a daily. Then the 4-hour. What could we see on the 4-hour? Followed by the full 4-hour. It was a clear pattern. It was a valid pattern. So we can see this was a first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. And yeah, we could take it on that first structure here, that support structure. And then we could go to the upside to the 4-hour -7 where we go break even. And yeah, you can see that the price just went impulsively to the downside. So that's because of the daily is really in a bearish momentum. So this was a huge lesson for me. I wasn't paying good attention to it, counting the legs, what was more impulsive and which wasn't. So this was a mistake. So then I will go to the missed trades. I only have three missed trades. So Euro HUF was a FIP completion entry. Then USD CAD was an inverted and shoulders on the 4-hour. Euro HUF was a deceleration. So let's start with Euro HUF. I will open it weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour. So we start with the daily. What can we see on the daily? We can see we have here our shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, resistance in the head. You could take here your daily zone at the IC because we had the FIB completion here on the 4-hour. So you could take your whole IC because it's still in the FIB levels. So we had a nice emergent and shoulders, and we had also that FIB completion from this high to this low on that uh, fake out flag here on that daily. So really nice. Also, then on the weekly, what can you see on the weekly? We had a 4 out of 4. The trend is bullish. We had here our low, and this is our new high. We are in that bullish M. These are the same highs. We could expect the same lows, but we went more to the downside. So what could we see? Further, we are in a trend bullish, so this is with us. Bullish trend, candle close, this candle close is with us, so this is also nice. Then the FIB from this low till this high, the FIB levels were in between that, so this is also for us. And then the supply and demand zone, this buying zone got tapped recently because we had here also a selling zone that got tapped, but then we went till that buying zone again. And you can see the buyers are kicking in here, support, resistance, support, support. So for me, it's a 4 out of 4. Really nice to see that. So this is a clear setup to take. So a daily was clear here. This was the inversion and shoulder, so we could go on the 4 hour. And what can you see on the 4 hour? If I take my fib from this high till this low, it touches the fib levels here, 78.60 here, and we have a minus 68 fib completion, so we can just uh, put our limits there. And yeah, we were triggered in. Stop loss below the shoulder one of the daily shoulder one here. These were the wicks of the daily shoulder one. That's why I set it below that. So we had enough space. We went break even here. We had here a break even, and then we went to the downside till our break even stop loss point. Yeah, and then was a trade on break even. And after that, you could take your diesel. Here it was a diesel you could take. So yeah. So I will go over it. So why I didn't take this trade, I saw it. It was a good trade actually. But I had bad experiences with these trades, and also the backtesting files gave me less winning rate. So the winning rate was, I think, around 35%. Still gains, but yeah, I had also some bad experience with these trades. So for the moment, I will not trade these exotic pairs because of the spreads. I had some bad things with that. So that's why I had also the decision to I made the decision to not take it. That's the reason. So yeah, then the second one, USD CAT. This was a big bullish M fake out on the daily with that inversion and shoulders. This could be a minus 1% trade. You could take it, but what I saw was the DXY on the daily was looking really bearish. So that's why I didn't took it. And afterwards, it was a good decision to take because I will go to the DXY. If I go to the DXY, what can we see? It was looking like this. It was looking like this previous week. This was on Monday, this was on Wednesday. And what could we see? We were forming this bearish W. So on USD CAT, we we came to our zone of interest, and then the DXY came to the upside. So I will delete this. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I can delete that. It's one of my things here. Yeah. Okay. So we expected to pull back till this daily zone of interest here, till this zone, because here is a clear support that can become resistance. So we were waiting, and the price came to that zone, and on that moment, USD CAD was forming, I guess it was, yeah, inversion and shoulders. So for me, yeah, if the DXY go to the downside, USD CAD would go also to the downside. So what did we made? We made here almost diesel. We are still here. Then we broke this previous lower high, and we had here our lower low. We broke it here. But for me, yeah, you can see it also as one leg. The weeks go over into each other. We are potential bullish because we can make here our shoulder one, head shoulder two, but that daily zone still yeah is in play. And yeah, the daily is much stronger than the 4 hours, so that's why I decided to not take it. And you can see afterwards we made here a false break, then the sellers kicking in, and potentially that yeah, this upcoming week we can make this shoulder one, head shoulder two here. So and the daily, you can see the daily candle is aggressively to the downside, so we can go more to the downside. So that's why I didn't took it for the moment. So I will go over the USD CAD right now. So if I open the weekly and the daily and then the 4 hour. So what you can see on the daily, we had a big bullish M. You can see we had here that first leg, second leg, third leg, same highs are this, and that fourth leg coming back. Then you had here your fake out because we closed a little bit below these daily lows, as you can see. Closed a little below that. We took some new liquidity because we went below that other structure here, this low wicks. So we took some new liquidity. This was a new action. So this was really nice to see. So we had that big bullish M, so we needed, of course, a pattern. And I guess you also have a fib completion from this high till this low. You can see we could have here a minus 27 fib completion here aligning. I think it was also a fib completion, so really nice. So then on that weekly chart, what could we see? We had a 2 out of 4. So actually with a 2 out of 4, I want to see a new action uh going in or a fake out. So we had that a big bullish with fake out and a new action. So that's really nice. So what can we see? We have the trend with us. This is that yeah, that bullish M here for me personally. We had here a potential yeah, new liquidity taken from this weekly low wick here. You had here a potential completion from this potential fake out flag for potential more upside momentum. But yeah, the DXY was really bearish, so um, we had to see what would happen. So we had the trend with us, candle close was against us here, this candle close. So we had the trend bullish candle close against us, fib level from this low till this high is between the fib levels. And then the supply and demand zone was also against us, not a really uh, clear supply and demand, so only this selling zone here, supply and demand, so could play against us because we broke a little bit below as resistance here with that wick. So this wick here was resistance, and here you had your supply and demand zone of that weekly. So yeah, so we have 2 out of 4. The daily was clear here. We had a big bullish M fake out, and we want to see a pattern. And on the 4 hour, what we could see was an inversion of shoulders without the break of structure. You had here your shoulder one, had shoulder two, and you had here a tap of these highs. We closed back to the downside. You could take your trade after we touched it with this candle. New candle was opened here. I took the trade then. I only took it on demo because I want to see if it played out or not. But yeah, the DXY was bearish, so it confirmed me that this trade yeah, was really bad to take. So that's why I didn't took it. So it was a good decision to not take it. So then Euro Huff, we covered it at the first one. You have that fib completion minus 68. So now the deceleration could become, yeah, a very nice trade. After that fib completion trade here, we took it. We went here break even. We went back, and yeah, you could also take here your deceleration trade. For some people, uh, they would be on break even at that point. So for me, I just place it in a winning trade for now 1.35% because I would take profits out on this previous 4 hour lower high here, and then I would wait till the daily TP get hit. Some people also take fully partials at the daily highs, then you would have around 4%. You could also do that. So this was a good trade to take. So I hope yeah, you liked my weekly review. These were the only 3 trades I took. I missed, sorry. So these were the trades you could take. But yeah, USD CAD was actually really bearish on the DXY when you saw the DXY clearly. So that's why I didn't took it. So EuroHuff was also that good trade you could take. So I hope you liked it and see you next week. Bye.